Okay, today I want to go over some exponents on the calculator. It's a pretty simple, should be a pretty short video. Let's say we want to do 8 squared. Well, we know 8 squared is going to be 64. So I picked an easy one so that we would know if we're right or not, if we did the right procedure on the calculator. 8 squared, or anything squared, is going to be on the calculator. So all you're going to do is you're going to hit the 8 button, and then right here is the X with a little 2 next to it. I'm just going to hit that, and that's automatically going to square that number. If I hit it, Enter, there's my 64. If you didn't follow along with that, these are the keys right here that I used. So I'm actually going to clear that out. And now I want to try something a little bit more difficult. Let's do 2 to the third power, or 2 cubed. Now I don't have a little x with a cube sign next to it, so I'm going to have to find a new method. A lot of times you'll see people write 2 to the cubed with a little caret, especially if you're working on computers, like 2 caret 3. Well, the calculator actually has this caret button, and that button is right there. So I'm actually going to hit 2, and then the caret, and then a 3. And as you can see, it gives me 2 to the third power. I'm going to hit Enter, and there's my 8, which that makes sense because 2 times 2, whoops, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So hopefully that'll be easy for you, and you guys can follow that procedure for any kind of calculators and exponents. It will definitely work with the negatives. If you need to use your parentheses like we learned in class, there's one set of parentheses and there's the other set. So please feel free to use them. When would you need them? Well, let's say you're doing a problem like -2, and -2 is the full base, and that's to the fourth power. Well, over on the calculator, parenthesis, negative, and I'm going to use this negative here instead of the minus sign, 2. I'm going to close the parentheses, my caret sign, and then a 4. And when I hit Enter, there's my 16. Now, does this make sense? Well, it sure does, because -2 times -2 times -2 times -2, well, -2 times -2 is 4, and this -2 times -2 is 4, and that is 16. So hopefully that'll help you out. If there's any questions, feel free to ask me in class.